G'day guys, it's Tim here. So it's been about 5 months that I've been living in Finland and almost 2 months making videos on YouTube. Oh, by the way, we're getting close to 1,000 subscribers and I'd love to hit it by Christmas time. It'd be a great Christmas present, so smash that subscribe button if you haven't already. And so if you've seen some of my previous videos, you'll know that I've been very positive about Finland so far and I've been absolutely loving my time here, and that's definitely very genuine. I'm feeling the good vibes. There's just a lot that I love about this country. But of course, as with anything in life, it does have its downsides, and I want to talk a little bit about that today. But don't stress, this is not just going to be some immigrant complaining about all the ways that life is miserable in Finland. But I just wanted to be honest with you guys about some of the struggles that I've been having, and yeah, hopefully it helps you understand a little bit more about what it's like to move to this country and how you can support someone that's doing it. And if you've ever thought about living in Finland, keep watching this video because there's some things that I think you should know. And just a disclaimer, this is just my experience. Obviously, it's all different for everybody. So the first obvious challenge, and this is not a challenge associated with Finland, but it's just a challenge of moving away from your own country, is all the people that you leave behind, the family and friends that you miss back home. It's coming up to Christmas time now, which is really when you start to feel it more. And I'm especially feeling it because Australia is just so far away. Like, it's literally at least 24 hours of flying to get back there. It'd be awesome if it was more like the distance to England and I could just pop over for a week or two whenever I wanted. But when we're talking about the other side of the world, it's just not so easy. It's actually just coming up to summer now in Australia, and as you can imagine from summertime here, it's a little bit sad to be missing out on all the good, fun stuff that's happening over there. All the games of cricket, the beach days, the bike rides, road trips, barbecues. There's plenty of fun stuff going on over there, and meanwhile, over here I can probably count on one hand the number of times I've seen the sun this month. This is what the weather's been like for about a month. November's definitely the worst month, but I'm kind of getting sick of it. There's a lot of good friends that I'm missing connecting with, but the good thing about today is that there's so much technology that makes it easy to connect. I'm so thankful for that, and glad I'm not doing this kind of a thing 30 years ago when it would have been so much harder. Thank God for FaceTime. I know that I haven't been here for that long yet, but also not knowing when we're going to go back to Australia makes it a little bit challenging. But looking on the bright side, whenever you move to a new place, it's a new opportunity to make new connections and new friends. I'm definitely thankful for the good friends that I'm making over here. Lots from my Finnish course and from church that I'm going to, and also from Annie's social networks as well. And I'm definitely glad that we can be here for her sake too. She's had the same struggles being away from family and friends because we were in Australia for 4 years before this. So it's super nice that she gets to see her family and friends way more often, and that we get to spend Christmas with them this year as well. And I suppose being over here, it's a little bit more of an authentic Christmas as well, given that it's actually winter time. And hopefully we get some good snow. One thing that can make making friends a little bit more challenging here is just the socialization and especially the kind of stereotypical shyness of Finns. I'm not too stressed about this one though, because the people that I have met have been friendly. I think it takes a little bit more time to kind of gain people's trust, but when you do, I think hopefully you got a friend for life. I'm confident that this is something that I can get better at, and building my social circles and friendship network is really going to help make life a bit easier. So for anyone that's moving to a new country, I just want to encourage you that yeah, it's going to be a big challenge, but making new friends, you can do it. And it's largely up to you, so go make it happen. The reality is you're probably not going to live in the same place for your whole life, so it's a great opportunity to make new friends and just build yourself as a person as well. So I'm really thankful for the ways that I've been able to grow while I've been here. The next challenge about living in Finland, and this probably makes it feel a little bit harder to be integrated into the society, is the language. You know, I had to say it. The Finnish language is just so far from what I'm used to with English, and I can only speak one language at the moment, so it's hard to learn this new one. The first few weeks of my Finnish class, I thought I was right on top of it, but then we started bringing all these new rules in, and I'm like, what is even happening? Thankfully though, I can already see a lot of progress that I have made, and I'm sure once I get this base of the rules and grammar and stuff, it'll hopefully rocket off and launch off from there. Hearing Finnish being spoken around me and having a Finnish wife makes this easier, and I'm confident that I will get there. I will be able to speak Finnish. Hopefully this time next year I'm bringing a video to you in Finnish. The great thing about Finland is though that in the meantime, everybody can pretty much speak English. If I'm ever not sure of how to say something, usually the person I can talk to can speak English far better than I can speak Finnish. So I'm no worries. A big challenge that my current lack of Finnish knowledge brings with it though is my employability. I've had a little bit of difficulty getting skilled employment here in Finland because I can't speak the language. And pretty much all of my classmates have had the same thing. It's a little bit frustrating given the number of years that I studied at university in Australia and then I come here and the job market available to me is pretty small. Of course it makes sense. I mean, for a lot of jobs you need to be able to speak the language to work with the clients that you're seeing. But there's only so much repetitive, boring work that I can take. I know also that unfortunately as a foreigner here, sometimes it can make making a job more difficult, even outside of just the Finnish language factor. There was a study done recently as to how the name of a person affects their chance of getting a job. I'll put the link down in the description, but basically what it showed was that people that have a Finnish name were way more likely to get hired for the same job, even with the same skills and the same knowledge of the Finnish language. A Finnish name was way more likely to get hired than an English name, Russian, or any of the other ones that are on there. And I'm lucky that I've at least got an English name. Others have it much worse than me. Please don't hear me saying I think that Finnish people are racist or anything. I know that there are a lot of factors that go into hiring a person, but it does seem like there's a little bit of an unfortunate trend here. I know it's a very multifaceted issue though, I don't claim to have any of the solutions. Hopefully over time, as Finland becomes more multicultural, this kind of thing turns around. Because it's not good for anyone if foreigners get left out. I mean, more people moving in means the economy gets to grow, more people work and contribute to the society. There are of course plenty of challenges with immigration as well, so I don't get too political. But if you've got a different take on this, please let me know in the comments. Do you disagree? Do you agree? What would you add to the conversation? I've also unfortunately run into a few walls with how much I can earn while I'm studying at the same time. There's a lot of restrictions placed on how much I can earn and needing to have like all the exact qualifications transferred over from Australia to here, which definitely makes sense. Australia has the same system. I mean, you need to know that the person that's doing a job can do it properly. I've noticed in Finland and really all of Europe in general that there's probably a little bit more of a rigid mindset about how things should operate. From my perspective anyway, it always seems that you need like the particular correct qualifications for every job that you need to do, and procedures always have to be followed to a T. And this is helpful in so many ways. I mean, like, you do need to make sure that people are well trained for the job that they're doing. You need to make sure that there's a high standard of work, and it also allows that when someone moves on from the job, the next person gets trained into it well, and that there's a procedure in place for them to do their job correctly. The downside with that though is that sometimes it can slow down innovation or new ideas and make things a little bit less efficient. The good news is though that even though you do require a lot of training, the government often makes it free or even discounts it a lot. And I actually think that is amazing. Like, I cannot believe that as a foreigner, I get paid and supported to study Finnish or to be trained for new jobs. I guess what I'm just trying to say though is that no country has the perfect utopia of the system. The last big challenge about life in Finland, you know I had to say this one, is the weather. Especially coming from my city in Cairns in Australia, it's pretty much sunny all the year round. I think we get like about 300 days a year where it's sunny. So coming here, I noticed the lack of sunshine quite a bit. It's not like Cairns is perfect though, it definitely gets way too hot during summer, which I'm sure the people living there are experiencing right now. One of the upsides about the weather here is that you can actually go outside, go for a walk and not be dripping with sweat when you're done. Although the downside is though that your face often just hurts by walking outside as the cold air just comes rushing into your face. The average temperature here stays below 10 degrees Celsius for like 7 months of the year at least. I'm sure I'll get used to it eventually, but at the moment, I do miss the warm sunshine. And I'm sure that I'll come to appreciate the change of seasons more as well. It's especially nice when it starts snowing. It's just incredible, the snow here, and it's just so beautiful. Hopefully it comes soon. But after Christmas, we're actually going up to bureaucratic for a bit. It's close to Lapland, so there's lots of snow there, and it's just absolutely beautiful. I don't get to do it often, but skiing and snowboarding are like some of my favorite things ever to do in life. So I can't wait to enjoy it up there. I guess you just have to make the most of whatever season that you're in. I'll make sure to get some good footage while I'm up there so that I can show you another beautiful part of this country. But anyway, those are some of the challenges that I've had while I've been living in Finland. Please don't hear me saying that I think the country is miserable or anything. I really have loved my time here, and I'm going to keep loving it as well. I enjoy being here. Check out this video where I talk to you about just 3 of my favorite things about Finland. And I've got plenty more positive things to share about Finland in future videos as well, so make sure you click subscribe to see them. Tell me in the comments what are some of the things that you struggle with in Finland, and on the other hand, what are the things that you actually love. And I'll be sure to make a video about some of those comments as well. But thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.